right. We've got some really interesting research to dive into today. It's about a potential game changer in Alzheimer's diagnosis. No more spinal taps, no more expensive brain scans, just a simple blood draw to potentially get this crucial information about Alzheimer's.
It really could be significant. And this is where this new study published in JAMA, it becomes so impactful.
Yeah.
This wasn't research just, confined to a lab. Yeah. They conducted the study in real-world environments, primary care clinics included.
Yeah.
So it really points to a potential revolution in how we approach, Alzheimer.
It's amazing to think about taking it out of these specialized settings.
Yeah.
Bringing it into just everyday healthcare. So let's dive in. How does this blood test, it's called Precivity-AD2, right?
That's right, Precivity-AD2.
And what's really impressive is the accuracy they're seeing.
Oh, it's, the study reports an accuracy rate of 88 to 92% in predicting, an Alzheimer's diagnosis.
That's huge.
It is huge. And to put that into perspective, that's significantly better than just relying on standard clinical evaluations.
Really?
Which often just involve, cognitive tests and reviewing the patient's medical history.
So that difference in accuracy it's striking.
Yeah.
It really highlights the potential of this to change how we diagnose Alzheimer's. Early diagnosis is crucial for a number of reasons.
Oh, absolutely. Early and accurate diagnosis, it opens the door for timely intervention.
Right.
With treatments that could potentially, slow down the progression.
Yeah.
It also allows individuals to make more informed decisions about their future,
right.
Whether that's legal and financial planning or even participating in, clinical trials for new therapies.
Speaking of clinical trials, this is where the study, I think, takes another really fascinating turn.
Okay.
The researchers found that they could achieve similar accuracy by focusing on just one specific protein. p-tau217.
Yes.
So
that's a significant finding because measuring just p-tau217 could, it could streamline future testing, make it potentially even more cost effective.
Oh, wow.
Efficient to administer.
Yeah.
This could have huge implications for, accessibility.
Yeah.
Allowing the test to reach, a much wider population. I mean, imagine bringing this kind of testing to rural communities or, underserved areas.
It's amazing to consider the potential reach. Earlier detection could mean a world of difference for individuals and families.
Oh, absolutely.
Facing Alzheimer's.
Absolutely. Well, firstly, the Precivity-AD2 test, it's not FDA approved yet, which means it still has to go through, a rigorous evaluation process.
Yeah.
To make sure it's, safe and effective before it can be made widely available.
So while this is incredibly promising, it's not something people can access immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
And another crucial consideration is insurance coverage.
Right.
I mean, even if the test, gets FDA approval,
right.
Widespread insurance coverage is going to be essential to make it accessible to everyone who needs it.
These are practical considerations, but they really underscore how much work still needs to be done before this test can become part of, routine medical care.
Absolutely. And another area that needs more investigation is the test's performance across diverse populations.
Right.
It's really essential to validate its accuracy, right? Make sure it performs, equally well for people of all different ages, ethnicities, backgrounds.
Yeah. That's a really critical point. We need to be sure that this is reliable and effective for everyone.
Yeah.
Not just a select group. It really feels like we're on the verge of something huge here.
Well, the researchers, they're already focusing on those next steps.
Yep.
They're working to establish clear guidelines for how this test can be, integrated into clinical practice. Yeah. Their aim is to first implement it in, specialized memory care clinics,
right,
where healthcare professionals have, specific expertise in diagnosing and managing Alzheimer's.
That makes sense. To start with a specialist and then kind of expand access from there.
Exactly. And then, the hope is to eventually roll it out to primary care settings.
Right.
Where it could be part of routine checkups and screenings.
It's a big undertaking, but the potential benefits they're just enormous.
They are.
Think about it.
This blood test, it really does have the potential to revolutionize how we diagnose and manage, Alzheimer's.
Right.
Offering a much more accessible and less invasive approach.
Yeah.
But it also raises some really crucial ethical and societal questions
Right.
that we need to address, thoughtfully and carefully.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've talked about this groundbreaking potential of this new blood test.
Right.
Its impressive accuracy and the positive implications for earlier diagnosis, treatment. We've also discussed, the ongoing research, the importance of approaching these ethical aspects with careful consideration.
The main takeaway is that we're on the brink of a significant shift in how we approach Alzheimer's care.
Yeah.
This blood test, it has the potential to make diagnosis faster, cheaper, and more accessible, potentially transforming the lives of, millions of people worldwide.
Yeah.
But it's also crucial to remain aware of, the limitations, the need for further research, and those ethical considerations that come with such advancements.
So while celebrating this incredible scientific progress, it's also important to proceed thoughtfully.
Yeah.
And consider the wider implications.
Yeah.
This could have on individuals, families, society as a whole.
Precisely. And that leads us to a final thought-provoking question.
Oh, good.
For our listeners to contemplate. What are the ethical implications of widespread early Alzheimer's diagnosis?
That's a really profound question. How do we balance the potential benefits of early detection,
Right.
with the potential challenges and anxieties that might come with knowing one's risk, decades in advance?
It's a complex issue with no easy answers.